Hi, everybody. I wasn't going to go live tonight. I was just going to give it a rest. Things aren't much better with the wildfires. Earlier today, the Hearst fire was only 10% contained. Maybe it's more contained now. Supposedly, the Kenneth fire is under control, but all the other bigger ones are not. Eaton, Palisades, all of them. Or, the other three main big ones, including the fourth. And there really were 6 yesterday, and there still are. So I've been following this closely. I received a comment, and I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed. First, I was just going to delete the comment and be like, oh, whatever. That person has their own opinion. But honestly, I don't know if this is a former turtle or what. But I'm the last damn person on here that's trying to capitalize on a fucking disaster. Okay, I'm not monetized. I don't get super chats. I don't want to be. I don't want to be connected to YouTube where I can't really be free to be me. It's just not my thing. I don't have members. I don't want members. I just want to have a channel where people can go and hang out, say hi to each other and chat, maybe hear what I have to say, whether I'm reading something or something's passionate to me I want to talk about. But I video recorded this comment. It's fairly long, and it upsets me because I'm being accused of sensationalizing these fires, and I'm so fucking angry. Okay? I'm not ignoring it. I'm not acting like it's not happening, like some people on the southern end are, and I won't say who. I'm not trying to, get subs and do whatever by other people's strife. Okay? And that's just not me, and it never will be. I am never going to change who I am over YouTube or making money or having a little bit of popularity or notoriety or whatever. Never. I'm grounded, and I'm glad. And honestly, I'm humble. Okay? So this is why the name of this is Can We Stop the Blame Game? Okay? How's my sound, everyone? Hi, Truth Seeker, Mary Jane Doe, Sierra, Sean B. How are you, ladies? Is my sound good? It should be. I have 4 hours left of StreamYard. And the sound is definitely less glitchy than on YouTube video. So I'm going to read what I got today sometime by a person in California The avatar is of, it almost looks like Shirley Temple, but with blondish hair, if that makes any sense. And I've seen her, I think, over in Dolly Vision's chat, and I think she used to come into mine way back. I'm not really sure. So, people just hold grudges for the longest time over stuff. It's ridiculous. And okay, here it is. How's my sound? Okay, PJ, go away. Hi, love. Hi, Tins. Rapper, now you're acting like Truth Seeker. Or maybe that is Truth Seeker. PJ, go away. I don't know. Hi, babes. There's no telling anymore. Okay, this is what it said. As a resident, shoot, I got to start over. Okay, as a resident of Los Angeles, specifically Topanga Canyon, you are wrong, capital letters, with a lot of what you're sharing about the fires here. The young men in the video survived. 2 people died in the Pacific Palisades fire. 3 have died in the Pasadena fire. No one is missing as of today. And the first responders have been nothing but heroic. They have saved hundreds of lives, people trapped the first day. 10,000 homes in Altadena destroyed is grossly wrong. As of today, a few hundred. There will be massive loss, but not 10,000 in one area. Please stop sensationalizing a huge and tragic event for one and all the residents of Los Angeles. Our loss, trauma, and grief is not your fodder. FODDER. First of all, I didn't say thousands. I said thousands because that's what they said on one of the news thing. The people that were up in the air or down on the ground or whatever. I didn't categorically say there was 10,000 here, 10,000 there, anything. So I wish people would listen to what I have to say. I also wasn't specifically even talking about just Altadena. I wasn't. I was talking about everything combined. All right. So this is my response. I was never talking or updating on just Altadena. I know you're upset, but taking it out on me, who is not sensationalizing or using this tragedy to gain subs, is very wrong. My mother used to live in California, and she has a friend, Tony, that lives near the Gilly Museum. Had to evacuate. I am only 2 states away. I am not clear across the country as many. I'm happy and relieved to hear that the man and his dog survived their fire, but I don't just believe each time everything I hear. Thousands of homes destroyed, I never stated was just in Altadena. Again, I don't even put up my Cash App or my PayPal anymore, and I'm not monetized, unlike many other creators. Blessings and prayers to all in California. So, again, I wasn't going to go live. I wasn't going to share what I responded. I showed my daughter. But then I listened to another creator's live. I'm not going to say who. And pushing a narrative of something that isn't even factual yet is just wrong. That's something I will never do. I won't do. Nobody else should do. Saying that this fire started in someone's yard, that's not concrete evidence. And guess what? Okay, this was hours ago that this was stated, But guess what? Today and right now, they have someone, if you guys don't all know, hi lunch lady, hi rapper, in custody, or I mean, that they've detained, that possibly was doing some fireworks. Okay. Now you're going to hear all kinds of different things in different stages and avenues of these investigations. But just because you have a channel doesn't mean you run and concretely say things about other people and then go on and go, oh, well, who starts a fire in their backyard when they know that there's not supposed to, that it's dry around there, and this common sense. Well, who said that was actually the start of the fire? And this is what I mean. I know if you look back at my lives, when I'm not sure of something, I say it. I say, I'm not sure about this, but, or this might be true, but maybe not. Or I don't always get my facts straight, right? But the more subs people have, it seems like, the more they think they can just run with what they've heard. And so they want to believe is the truth. Okay, one man who lives up on Palisades with his family said that up on, it's called the highest place, it's the highest place on earth or something like that, where people go and can look out over, a lot of LA, and high school kids go up there. And he said just the night before the fire started in the morning or whenever it was, that some high school kids were up there. Okay, how he knows that for sure, I can't remember. It's on one of the reports on the live Fox Now, affiliated with Channel 11 and 4 and 3. So it could be fireworks. It could be someone flicking a cigarette butt and thinking that, it's out. It could be someone's backyard. But to run with a narrative, and try to get the mob mentality going and believing it, and your chat and all this, I think is just wrong. And honestly, it's blaming. It's blaming. And I'm so angry about all this blame. I also don't think it's fair, even though LA has a lot of questions, the citizens there, um, the the mayor was like getting off the airplane, and a man from an Irish voice, or a man from Ireland, they said, was questioning her. What are you going to do? Or why were you gone? What are you going to do? And she didn't say anything. Well, look, even Gavin Newsom didn't know this was going to happen. None of them knew these Santa Ana winds were going to be so powerful. Hurricane strength for this long. They didn't know that there'd be this many fires. I think Newsom knew it could get bad, but creeping near the city of LA, and even this morning, literally in the very backyard next to the Calabasas area. I mean, they have a fire truck perched right there, but you know, you could see someone from the air out there in their robe in the tennis courts, a foot away from the end or two, was fire. Not big flames, but a line of fire. Now, because the wind was only, 30 to 40 miles an hour, which is quite a bit, but not as bad as 70 or 80, the airplanes could be up in the air and, drop water and stuff. So because of that, they were lucky. Is it going to continue? I don't know. I did find out, or the weatherman stating that by next Monday, all right, this whole thing started on Tuesday, 6 days later, there's going to be really high winds again over there. So these people that are sitting there all safe and feeling like, well, we're out of the woods totally. No, no, they're not. This is really, really serious. And that's the other thing. Okay, apparently, someone in Dolly's chat, I saw it, said, those homes right by the ocean, why can't they just get water from the ocean? Well, that's a good question, but the answer is simple. They could have, but the winds were too high. They were hurricane force winds, and they're not going to put helicopters up in the air to salvage homes along the beach. They can't. A, it's not even safe. And B, when they would try to dump the water, it wouldn't even go on their targets, on the structures. So blaming and judging and saying, oh, there's an ocean right there. So what? This fire reminds me of the fire in Greece. I mean, have people forgotten? There were all these cars jammed in this little road because people were heading down towards the water, and people perished in their cars. It was a smaller area. It was one little town or city. Hi, Tony. Thank you. Hi, Pink Lioness. But people perished in their cars, unlike here in the Palisades. And I'm not trying to say, that the one in Greece was worse a few years back. But the fatalities were, and I saw footage of people in the ocean with soot and ash falling on them, and they were very hot, even though they were in the water, but yet then they were freezing because they're in the water for hours. We're talking like 6 hours trying to hold their backpacks above water. There was this kid, I don't know, I'm being honest, I think he was about 17 or 19, and his mother was sick to begin with, and she was failing in the water, but got saved in the nick of time and this and that. So it was him and his little blonde-haired brother and their mother. The father was at work, and I saw a whole little documentary on it when they were, out of the water and sitting in the yard. Their house was spared. But that Greek fire was really, really scary. And the one in Maui, just as scary. Many people felt that the cops are corrupt and other people, and led people purposely into danger, telling them to go the wrong way. And wasn't it thousands that perished in the Maui fire? So this blame, okay, they're going to do an investigation and we'll find out. But between that and saying that I'm trying to fucking sensationalize, okay, I don't do that. I don't sit on here for hours and hours and I mean, it's good, that everybody sees what's going on, but people can turn the news on if they have it. But I understand it. Like on Dolly Visions, people like to have a place to go so they can chat with each other and say their perspectives and their views, okay? But the thing is, when you're in some people's chats, you're told to behave, and you're told, oh, don't bring politics into this and that and the other thing. Well, if you're really bringing politics into it, yeah, okay, save it for another day. But sometimes you get in trouble for just saying the slightest thing that someone may not agree with. And I just think that's wrong. And that's why my chat is laid back. Okay, it's laid back. Granted, I don't even have 3,000 subs yet, but I'm inching closer. But that's not the point. I don't, you know, I don't sit here and say, oh, I got a little consolidated trust fund for my future and for my life. Oh, but I'm just going to stick my Cash App up in my PayPal. Okay? I don't do that. But how many fucking people do? Okay? How many fucking people with plenty in life put wish lists up? How many? Okay? Fucking plenty. Did I? No. Will I next year? No. Because we have enough and we have plenty. Okay? If things were different in my life and I was homeless or whatever, I mean, I there's a time and a place for everything. And if you really need help, that's one thing. But it's just because there's a wish list out there doesn't mean everybody on the internet should use it. Plain and simple. But it is what it is. People want more, people want instant gratification, and that's the way it is. If they want it, they got to have it. And I'm glad I'm not like that. I've never been materialistic. I'm not into a boyfriend's credit card. I'm not into gotta have the nicest clothes or the nicest bags or the most expensive makeups or that. Never. Okay. I've never been materialistic. Gotta have a nice car. Gotta have this. Gotta live in a nice house. And if it's not nice, it needs to be fixed up. I want to be content, happy, and I accept people the way they are. And that's just who I am. And that is why I can be on the internet and state this. So it's beyond me that people putting up wish lists, for people that are in dire need, which I did help this past Christmas. I tried to help that little boy get that Wilder family get the ball thing. But I don't know how everybody else was able to purchase things when there was no damn address. It was a city and a state. I tried, didn't work. Now it was about 30 something. I wanted to be, part of that. Couldn't do it. I don't know how other people did it. And I guess at this point, I don't care. But, I was able to help an Navajo Indian family through another person. And yeah, it was very nice. It wasn't a ton of money, but it was $50. I don't have a ton of money saved for my future. I don't. Okay, I just really don't. If I had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, I don't know. I wouldn't even talk about money or things or be concerned, but I am. I am. Because my nest egg that I had is dwindling. But am I asking for more and expecting more and wanting more just because other people have more money than me, or just because other people seem to like me in my chat and I can see what I can get from them? Fuck no. So YouTube is beginning to really irritate me. It's irritating me. People run with what they want. It's just ridiculous. There's thousands of people missing. Okay, thousands and thousands. Why on earth are people constantly? I mean, why are people thinking Sebastian Rogers is even alive? My son is on the autism spectrum, and I guarantee you, if he had any way to come home, even if there was abuse, which there was in his home, he'd be going home because that's what they're used to. They get scared a little more easy, things like that. he's not with us. I mean, is this going to be discussed for the next 11 months? I just don't get it. I don't get it. And there's so many out there missing in my state, every state, all over the place, in other countries. And they need just as much help. And that Jenna Lay or Jenna Leah or whatever, I guess she unalived herself in the desert there in Vegas, where she was found a few days later. 17-year-old, because apparently she said to her mother, you don't have to worry about me anymore. Well, obviously they had a pew. She took it. I doubt she had her own. She was 17. Honor student, was going to go to nursing school. Maybe they expected more from her. I don't know what the deal was, but supposedly she unalived herself. I don't know. I'm going off on other subjects now, but there's more than one person in this world missing, and I know we all realize this, but I can't even follow it. I haven't followed it in months because there's way too many players in this thing. It's obvious. It's just like the Wells. Okay, no one's going to tell me the Wells really damn searched for their daughter. What, 2 days? Don Wells was out like in the woods looking around, acting like he said, you guys, a few weeks after she was missing at a memorial. I saw it. It's probably since been taken down. He bowed his head at that church and said, I love you, Summer. I think he even said, I'm sorry. I'll see you in the resurrection. Who the fuck does that? Someone that knows where their child is, that's who. And I believe she was sold, and I always will. And it's just sickening. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm upset. I'm sick of people blaming me for stuff when I don't even make a dime on here. But the thing is, I don't want to. I could put it up, but that's just not me. And I'm so glad I'm not into having so many things and wanting things and collecting this, and I got to have this, and I have to have the latest this and the newest this, and ooh, look what I got for the holidays and for my birthday, and oh, what can I get from you for my kids, and what, oh, I have a friend and I have this and that and the other thing. Okay, these are real tragic stories in Los Angeles, and I've been through different parts of California. And I've only been at LAX when I was flying on to Okinawa, Japan. I was there for a few hours because my luggage was put on Continental or some crap and was getting lost. I had to take a bus and go to this other place and try to, say my luggage was missing, and it was a fiasco, but I dealt with it at a young age by myself. Not real young, but at the age of 24. I flew from Vermont to Boston, Boston to Colorado, Colorado to LAX, and then LAX to Orange County, another plane from Orange County to Juneau, Alaska, and then got on a huge Flying Tigers double-decker jet. Okay, I don't even think they make those anymore. And flew to Okinawa. So I'm not a dumbass. And I know what I've been through, and I know who I am today. Nobody can say who I am because they don't know who I am. But I'm pretty darn different than a lot of these creators on YouTube. Thanks, everyone. Cheesy Mary, everyone else that came in to say hi or listen to me. Express myself. It's not a rant. I'm expressing myself and I'm sticking up for myself. And Hi, Stay Mad. He was drumming, but his OCD was upsetting him. And he also stopped because his dad's being a damn putz. Stay Mad. He's being a drunken putz. You know, didn't call him on his birthday or Christmas or Thanksgiving, wants nothing to he's punishing him because he wants to still live with me and his sister. He wants to be here. Before my ex's drinking was out of control, he wanted to visit him now and then. He doesn't even want to do that. It's that out of control. So anyway, prayers for all of them. They're really suffering. You know, all these people don't have homes. They don't have jobs. Probably don't know how they're hardly going to feed their families. Yeah. It's just, it is. I thought I'd be in the mood to kind of chit chat and all of that, and I'm just not. I almost feel like crying. My mom had to have another surgery today. I said, "What? Did they cut into you again?" She said, "No, it was into my kidneys." She said I said, "You mean they used like a needle and tubes?" And she said, "Yes." But she was in so much pain. I could hear it in her voice. So I'm going to call her tomorrow. And she was hoping she'd get to go home. She's still there. Okay. We're all struggling in our own way. And it's the pompous, entitled people that you know just by how they act. Okay. I I don't know. I'm so upset that that woman would say that I was sensationalizing out of everybody. I didn't even read my story yesterday to try to act as if nothing's happening. 2 fucking states away from me. Okay? A lot all the southerners are clear on the other end. I mean, and the Midwesterners are in the middle. And we have freaking fires here. I said this yesterday. The Cascade Mountains in freaking Montana and Oregon right next door. And then us, where we have to stay inside because it's so smoky for 4 solid days and nights. A mask isn't even that safe unless it's one of those, what is it called? N195 or 90, whatever it's called, which I don't have those. I just have the other ones. So quit with the judgment already. All right? Wait and find out what's going on. And until I have proof that that man and the other one I thought I heard in the background got out of that home with flames that big, that close to his doors and windows, the man with his dog, I don't believe it. I want to see it. If anyone can tell me where to find it, I'm probably going to Google and type that in and see if anything comes up. But yeah, he was standing around filming. He wasn't standing around going, "Oh my God, how the hell am I going to get out of here with my animal?" No, he swore. He sounded scared, like he had to talk himself into being calm. I mean, what the hell? I don't believe it until I see it. And that's just the way it goes. You have to be like that with the internet anyway. All right, everyone, have a good night. I have a right to feel the way I do. Bye for now. Please hit the like if you want to. Subscribe to me if you're willing to. This is PCT is extreme. Talk to you tomorrow, possibly.